fun week. It's been a bit crazy though. But I got some Happy Meal today. So everything is A-okay. Whoop. We're just getting all set up here. Sorting out some audio. Give us a thumbs up. Well, I don't think you can you do thumbs up on this? I'm not sure if you can. Tell us how how we're getting on with the audio. That's the main thing that we like to just double check before we crack on with the rest of the show. So tonight I am going to be doing my usual crafting, making a few cards. And I am going to be sneaking some Heffy Doodle goodies. I know 2 of those cards.
Stand over here.
Stand over here, right? Right, so yes, you know this one. I don't think I showed this on one of my streams because Piper brought it inside and then it just lived on our sideboard for a little bit. Audio was good, yay! Good morning, Elizabeth. This card was made by Maria, my Craftway to Happiness, and it was really special. This is I think this is the first card that I got, which had Lawn Fawn and Heffy Doodle together. So I absolutely love it. So I was fine with having it on our sideboard in there for ages because it had pride of place in there. It's so cute. This one's from Suze. And this one here, also from Maria, which is the other one she's probably referring to. Yeah. Yay! There's a hum in the background. That would be our washing machine that Craig is about to go and kick. Or probably turn off. Let's just sort that out. There's like 3 minutes left on it or something. We thought we might just make it, but never mind. Oh, loud when the door opens. So, guys, I wanted to... first of all, we may have some other people join us because this was reposted by Heffy Doodle and reposted on Facebook and things like that. So let me just explain that this is a live crafting stream, so everything is in real time. So if you're watching this back, this is not an edited video. This is in real time, so it will be a little bit slower than perhaps some of the edited videos that you watch. However, Snow very kindly told me that if you click on the little, when you're watching the playback, if you click on the little gear icon here somewhere, then you can actually speed up the video. So obviously I'll sound like a chipmunk, which will be such a delight, I think. But if you want to speed through it a little bit more, then you can do that.
Just speak in a lower tone.
Just speak in a lower tone. I think if I did that, I would automatically slow myself down and not really would lose its effect, I think. Hey, Cards and Crafts, I think that's Di, and we've got Maria and Elizabeth, Jill here as well. Hi! You hear nothing as in you hear no hum, or you hear nothing because you can't hear me? I appreciate the fact that she can't answer that if she can't hear me. Silly me. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that tomorrow night, clocks go back. Did you remember that, Craig?
No.
No. Clocks go back tomorrow night. So today, everything's advertised at 9 p.m. BST, British Summer Time. We leave British Summer Time tomorrow night as our clocks go back and we enter back into Greenwich Mean Time, which means, Elizabeth Lucy, you get an extra hour in bed. Isn't that good? Woo! So just check up. I'm going to update all my Come Craft With Me bits and pieces so that all my like graphics and things so that it says 9 p.m. GMT. Hopefully I catch them all. I think we're good. I shall give you a holler if need be. So everyone, you said, Jill, this is your first time on live. Woo! Yay! Welcome. Oh yes, I need to close that door. One sec. Craig and his muscles managed to break the handle off one side of our craft room door. So it means that we can only get in and out one way, which is really funny. Okay guys, I'm going to be starting off with some sneak peeks. Like I said, we have got some Heffy Doodle goodness coming. That's why we've got our Heffy Doodle banner here. I'm going to let you know now that you're not going to see the whole thing. That defeats the purpose of a sneak peek. So I will be making cards with some of the stamps, and also we have got some sneak peeks happening in the next couple of days. So 29th, 30th, 31st, we've got 3 days of sneak peeks. And then we have got the full reveal on the 1st. I'm so excited. Yay! I'm going to start off with some Craig Man of Steel. Yes, indeed. The same Man of Steel that threw his back out this week. Bless him. Okay, I'm going to start off with a card. And I've sketched it here somewhat. And so that hopefully we can get a couple done tonight and give you guys some more peeky peekies. Right, okay. Bunny is saying, are we sure she's live though? So it makes me think that Bunny can't see us. Can anyone message Bunny and see if she can hear us? Ping her on Instagram or something like that. Okay guys, so this one is a little bit of a cheat because if you've seen the graphic, you may have already seen this little girl. But let's use that for tonight's first card. I'm using my Clairefontaine DCP paper. I have a funny feeling there's something stuck on the bottom of this. Oh, no, it's not fine. Which is a Copic friendly paper so that I can do my Copics. I'm really sorry, I'm using Copics a lot, but I find it quick and easy so I can actually go through. Oh bless. I'm being an idiot as usual, says Bunny. Did you help me on mute, you silly sausage? Yeah, so here we go. This is the first sneak peek that you guys are getting. So let me give you a little bit of an overview on what's to come. Like I say, we're going to have some sneak peeks on the Heffy Doodle blog on the 29th, the 30th and the 31st. And we will have the full reveal on the 1st, and good news, we will actually have stock to sale on the 1st, on sale on the 1st. So not only will you be able to buy from heffydoodle.com, but our American retailers have had the stock. Oh, I didn't ink that properly. Brand new, I didn't condition it, but that's okay. Our American retailers have had the stock sent last week, and our other retailers have been sent as well, so they should have it hopefully for release day, which is so exciting. So let me just give a recap. We've got Simon Says stamp, we've got Butterfly Reflections ink, we've got a couple of other ones over in the US as well, Scrapping for Less. We have got one which we've got a retailer in Germany called Minnie's Bastel Shop, and we also have a new retailer in the US called White Rose Crafts. Check that out. Lots of awesome products there. And we have got the Foiled Fox in the US. We've got a new one in Australia, Oz Trinkets and Crafts. And who else do we have? Best thing to do is to go over to the Heffy Doodle shop, or the Heffy Doodle website, heffydoodle.com, and then click on the About Us in the retailer section, and you will get to see everybody there. So both of these stamps are from the same set. However, is that Piper as an elf? Yeah, actually it could be, because she's got shoulder length hair. Yep, definitely could be her. Although she's got a much cheekier expression than this little elf does. So both these are from the same set, and I'm going to be mixing these with another set, or maybe even two sets that we have coming out. So you'll get to see some of those as well. Cynthiana says, love White Rose Crafts. Kay runs the store and she's very, very sweet. I have been speaking to Kay because Kay is, she's originally from Britain, England, I think. And we've been having a good laugh. I've been winding her up saying, I'm just sitting here with my cup of tea and my crumpet, trying to make her jealous. And she's like, oh, I've got tea too. Amazon delivers tea. Amazon has, I don't know, whatever it is, Yorkshire blend. She's lovely. Yeah, I'm really loving her. I'm delighted to have her on board. We've also got a new supplier, or retailer, sorry, in Guernsey. How cool is that? Ooh, Nancy in the house. Welcome, Nance. So a new one in Guernsey called The Little Paper Tree, which is also very cool. I was going to do this white, but I think I might do it like a tealy glow on it here with my BG10. A little bit of BG10 on the go. And I think I'm going to give her some teal accents, because I love teal, as I'm sure you all know. So next week I want you guys to tell me, when we have the big reveal, I want you to tell me what's your favorite one. It's been really hard to keep it under wraps, actually. You know me, want to share them all out and show everybody. BG49 is quite dark. Let's see. Jenny's here. Hey Jenny, I was just shouting out about the Little Paper Tree. Your order's in the post. They'll be there for release day. Whoop whoop. So I haven't decided whether I should tell you guys the name of these stamp sets. Maria, what do you think? Should I tell everyone the name of the stamp sets? Of course it has to be teal, says Maria. Yeah, absolutely. I love my teal. Did I tell you the time that I lost my... I was using a notebook and it was a teal notebook, and I had something which was obviously important at the time. I don't even remember what it was now. And I was like, I can't find my teal notebook and I'm getting so frustrated. And Craig, bless him, was so eager to help. And he went on this mission to find this teal notebook. And he was like, this one? I'm like, no, not that teal one. It's not, it's a different teal one. And then, and then he must have pulled out about 6 teal notebooks, because everything has to be teal. Oh wait a minute. Yes. Oh wait. Oh, let them take guesses first. Maybe some of the guess. Good idea. But I also think that I'm going to be like, oh, I wish I called it that. Okay. What do you think? What do you think this one might be called? I blame Maria for making you work for it. It's well, I don't know whether it can you can guess from that, but I think you could give it a good go. Oh, Sindhu is on. Guys, you need to check out Sindhu on social media because all her cards are beautiful, and she's done some gorgeous Heffy Doodle Blog decks. She actually won the competition, the free digi competition thingy that we had, and she made some absolutely gorgeous cards, and we've got some of them now featured over on the Heffy Doodle project gallery, which I'm really excited about. So thanks for joining us today. Oh, here we go. We've got some guesses. Whoop, whoop. Oh gosh, okay. Love the teal colours. What are they? They are... This is where I need my little pot. We've got YG41. We had BG49 for the really dark one, BG23 and BG41, and then I blended it out a little bit more with BG10. I'll try and do that. Sometimes I get too carried away and don't do that. Here we've got Holiday Elves, Elven Christmas. I feel like this is in my way now. Okay, so you have the common theme, which of course is elves. So the first word, Marie, I'm no good at keep it secret. The first word is elfish. Elfish. We'll see if that helps you guys. I'm going to give this little girl some blush with some R20. And I use for her skin, I use some E00. And then I'm going to come in with a little E21 just under her hair where the shadow would be. And at the bottom of her arms where that would be too. I'll use my BG10. Oh, here we go. Elfish Holidays. Elfish Christmas. No. Elfish. Craig, you know what the names are. You're silly. I'll add a little BG10 to the white section, but I'm thinking I might come in with my snow marker if I can find it. So I have a Marvy, is it Marvy? Yeah, Marvy snow marker, and when you heat it up with a heat gun, it poofs up. So I think I'll use that. Craig has come in to do some tweaking. Okay, let's cut these ones out. Maria's laughing at you. Yeah, it's great. Where were you when I was trying to cut with all these names? Oh yeah. Oh, it is a hint. I get it. There you go. It's only a hint for people who know things about British TV. So this stamp set, whatever it may be called, it has got coordinating dies. And the stamp set has got, it's got a mixture of images and a couple of sentiments as well. And I'll tell you in a little minute what that's called. I just want to get Craig sorted with the audio. Okay. So I'm going to grab a card blank. And I think I'm going to go top folding tonight because I haven't done a top folding in quite a long time. And I'm going to do a little ink blending. But I want to create a, what's the word? Like a horizon? Is that the word I mean? So I'll use my tape here and I'm going to bring some ink up here. And this little girl, I'm going to just extend down the little slit around her arm here. So I can tuck this in like this. See? Okay. Before I do this, I'm going to stamp another, because Greg's in my way. I'm going to stamp another element to go on this card, but it's not from this stamp set. So I'll tell you what this is called actually. This is from the Elfish Antics stamp set. And yes, the little lady elf is in that stamp set, and the candy cane is in the stamp set as well. Bunny says that candy cane is going to last her until Easter. It's pretty big. It's fun though. Okay, so that is Elfish Antics. Let me count how many images there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I've lost count. There's like 14 or 15 images, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words in there as well. So lots and lots and lots. Anyway, I'm going to move over to another one of my stamp sets. You sorted?
I think so, yeah.
Keep it. Don't get too excited, eh? What is it? Awesome name, cute name. Oh, thank you. Can you all guess what this is? It's a fairly recognizable element. So this is from, Lesley, you're hitting my weak spot, Christmas. Yay! Well, so this, the elves is pretty much Christmas. This stamp set, however, is not specifically Christmas. And I'm not actually planning on sharing any of the giveaway image, like the easily identifiable images on tonight's card, but I might, we'll see, I might get another card later on. So I have a little igloo here. I'll just add a little bit of colour where there'd be some shadows. Bring some down. And I wanted to let you guys know, because I'm super excited about it, that the stamps, this stamp set here, the stamp set that this image is from, I have made a project using that stamp set for the Simon Says Stamp blog. And I will have a video to share over on their blog on the 2nd of November, which is a huge thing for me. I was so excited whenever they asked me to do a guest spot on there. So I hope that you'll all go and check it out, and you'll get to see a lot more images from this stamp set, and also some of the really cool features in that stamp set as well, on the stamps and dies. All right, so now that Craig has got out of my way, I'm going to grab a little Distress Oxide. And I'm going to look for my Stormy Sky, I think. I haven't gotten around to, oh no, not Stormy Sky, Faded Jeans, that's what I'm looking for. I haven't gotten around to labeling these yet, and it's always a bit of a pain when I go to use them. But to be honest, I don't use them as much as I thought that I would. Like, I still would go to my Distress inks more than my Distress Oxides. Purist, obviously. Oh, Snow's here. Thank you for joining us, Snow. I know that you're having a really tough time at the moment. Don't have to stay if you feel that you need a break. But I appreciate you popping on. So I've got some, what is this one called again? Faded Jeans. I'm going to try and blend this up a little. These are just so juicy at the moment, brand new. So I have to try and take a lot of the ink off first of all before I bring it onto my card. Officer Snow, oh. Use my sleeve for your nose, oh bless you. Let's blend this out. I think I've run out of ink. Oh, so I should also mention to you that this is something that comes from our new release. And I'm not going to say anything more than that. You'll have to wait and see more whenever we have our full reveal. So also next week for the full reveal, I am planning to do some more live sessions, but I'm thinking of doing Facebook lives rather than YouTube's. Craig wants me to try out the Facebook ones. So we'll give that a go. Make sure you come on over and follow Heffy Doodle over there. I'm going to give this a spritz. Yay, Ian's here. Hey, Ian. Oh, where's my wipies? There you are. I'm just going to give this a little wipe down. There's one problem about having a black craft mat is that you don't realize the ink is there. Did I miss the sneak peek? No, Larry, here we go. Here's a sneak peek. I'll show you it more in a minute. So I am actually using the stamps in my projects tonight. So you'll see a series of sneaky peekies as we go. Facebook Live can be saved, I think, and then uploaded to YouTube. Good to know. Craig, did you hear that? Have to check that out. Yes, I had to have the oxides, and I had to have both the first batch and the second batch, and I'm glad I got them, but I still don't use them as much as what I I do. With my oxides, or my non-oxides, my inkies. So let me just, for the sake of all our new additions, say that I stamped 2 images here, which is from a new Heffy Doodle stamp set, which is coming next Wednesday on the 1st. It will be available for sale in our retailers and at heffydoodle.com. And this is from a stamp set called Elfish Antics. So I'll put them down there for now. And I'm also making using some images from another stamp set, which I haven't told you the name of, but I think I'm gonna do it. Laurie says there's a clear craft mat. Really? How do you do that then? I mean, where do you get that? Oh, I'm upside down. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the name. Nancy says that's not a good buzz. Oh, Ian's had a rough week. We love you, Ian. Hope it gets better. Good news is the weekend's here. You should get some of your crafty groove on. Okay, so this one and this one is from a stamp set called Eskimo Kisses. Okay, so I don't think you're going to get to see any Eskimos tonight unless something unless my plans change, but you never know. And but you will see a lot of Eskimos in my guest post for Simon Says Stamp next. Must be Thursday then. That is the 2nd. That sounds about right. But if it's clear, then it's going to be the colour of whatever you put underneath. Yeah. But that's fine. I've got white underneath, I guess. But if you had like a wooden one, then yeah, that might be. Then you have the wooden colour underneath. But you could put different paper though, right? So if you're working on something, you could put black paper underneath maybe. So let me do another element here. I have some bits left over from my Simon Says Stamp project, so you won't see me stamp it, but I've got it here. Another little element. And another little element. Another little element. So let me put these together so you can see what's going on. Actually, I'll need to colour this one in first of all. Can you see what it is? Can you tell what it is yet, as they say? Let's add a little E35. Blend that out with E31. It doesn't really need an awful lot of colour because it's so quite small. Oh dear, Officer Snow has been had a misclick. No worries, I can come back in and join again. You can also laminate a white piece of paper and do the same thing. Yep, that's true, you could do that. Although I wouldn't recommend actually cutting on it. It's one thing to craft on it. That's a tiny fish hook. It is a tiny fish hook. So this, and this, and this. And these two images are all in our Eskimo Kisses stamp set. So I wanted to show you something cool about these things, because you can make this into a fishing rod and use that as the fishing line with your little tiny fish hook here. However, there's other images in the in the stamp set which will allow you to turn this into a spear, and you'll also be able to turn this one into a spear, so you've got two different sizes of spears. But I was also thinking, like, this could be used as like a fishing line. You know what I'm like, stretching my stamps like a fishing line. How cool would that be as like a fishing line? You could turn it into lots of different things. It's quite it's quite basic shape, but I think it's quite versatile. I mean, you could make some sort of ladder as well. How fun is that? Oh dear. Shirley did not draw and make a die for the fishing line. I did, because you like to get the little images. Everyone loves their dies. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. I'm going to stick these guys together. So what I wanted to do actually was have my little girl. Oh, I'm going to get my little tiny 3mm Zots bling dots. Wanted to see if I could have her fishing the candy cane out. How fun is that? Another sweet name. Oh, speaking of sweet names, Elizabeth, what did you call your puppy? I said to Craig, Craig, come and look at this, come and look at this. Oh, come and look at this. And he was like, someone got a puppy. How did you know? And it's like, you've got your puppy voice. Oh. Add a tiny little thing in here, my hook on there. A pole for a fire. Yep, could be. Ooh, like a, I'm thinking of like a Let's Kill the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, of course. So we could do this. Let's see. And have her, and then try and, I thought it would be fun to try and pull up the actual massive candy cane. I'm going to cut a little slit in here, so I can attempt to put the map. I think in real life, because obviously this is real life, this hook would just not be the sufficient size to catch such a massive candy cane in the Arctic Circle, you know. But wouldn't it be fun if it did? Right, I'm not going to stamp, I'm not going to adhere them yet because I want to put a grating on the top. And I'm going to be using, let me put some of these away before I knock them over places. I'm going to use the grating from a third stamp set. So a little bit of an overview. We have 6 stamp sets, and we have got 4 of those sets have coordinating dies. So let me pick a sentiment to go on here. Let's see. Let's go for this one. Do I want that one? Yeah, we'll go for this one. And as you have probably guessed, this stamp set is full of sentiments. Where did my Misty go? So, I've missed some of the comments here. I'm going to need smaller hands. I wear a size 4 ring now. So Puppy had a much better night last night. Good. Her name is Luna. Oh, I love that name. A friend of ours has got a Samoyed called Luna. And if you don't know what a Samoyed is, you have permission to go and Google it, because it's the biggest, whitest, fluffiest, most amazing dog. So fluffy. So I'm not sure if you guys can actually see what that says at the moment. Probably not, but you will in a minute. I'm going to emboss this actually with some silver embossing powder. I have just recently got some embossing powder from a French company called Aladdin, and this is Izink, I-Z-I-N-K, Izink, and the embossing powder itself is absolutely beautiful. It's so shiny. I don't know. It has a shine where it's, I don't know, it just actually looks really metallic. So hopefully you'll be able to see. Oh. Suzanne says you could put a little slit in the water and tuck in the candy cane so it looks like it's coming out of the water. Good idea. Let's see if I can pop this back in here. And I'm going to put you guys on mute for a minute because I'm going to emboss. One moment. Okay, can you guys see this? So we have a scripty font that says warm winter wishes, and can you see how shiny it is? It's really pretty. I'm really a big fan of that new embossing powder that I have. Okay, so Suzanne said you could put a little slit in the water and tuck the bottom of the candy cane in so it looks like it's coming out of the water. Wonderful idea. But what I'm going to do is show you something that I hadn't planned to show you because I'm a sucker. Yep, I'm a sucker. So I'm going to show you another stamp in this set. Let me grab my little one. So, oh, you won't be able to see very well. So this is the little stamp, and if I actually stamp it, you'll be able to figure out exactly what it is because it's not exactly very evident at the moment. Can you see? So this little stamp is a water ripple. And the reason that I didn't put it in here was that maybe people didn't want to have a water ripple in it, but also there's another stamp in the set that you can use the water ripple with. So that's a little sneaky for you. But let me show you this. Teeny weeny toady woody little die. It's an oval die and it goes with our water ripple stamp. And it has this curved blade in the middle. So what you do is that you line up the shape of the oval with the outermost curvy line of your water ripple. Can you guys see that? And I'm going to grab some tape. Hey Jimmy Lanny. You could have made the candy cane her fishing pole. Oh, that's a good idea. Although, that's a waste of a candy cane. Do you not think? Just use my fingers to deactivate some of the sticky. So you line up the oval die with the outside oval part of the stamp. And then you run it through your machine. And you terrifyingly pull off the washi tape. And you very carefully put it back on your magnetic sheet. And how can I show you? It cuts along that stamped line. So you don't even see the cut there on top because it's on top of the stamp line. But you can use it then to... Look, it looks like she's lost her fishing rod. So there you go. And I thought that some people, if you wanted to put a critter that's actually bigger than that, you probably don't want the line across there. You might want to use your craft knife to come along this bottom edge. So that's why we have it as a separate stamp and a separate die. But I don't know whether it's going to be big enough for my candy cane. Aha! Maybe it is. Amazing. Suzanne, you're the best. Okay, let's try and put this in here. Doesn't want to come. The little hook is tiny, that's why. Nice. Okay, let's get some glue dots on this so that we can get it stuck down. She'll be coming back inside in 2 hours saying, I told them everything. That is so true. I really can't be trusted. Things like this. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. I remember Piper used to be like that with like Christmas presents. She didn't quite get the concept that a Christmas present, just because she knew what the Christmas present was, doesn't mean that she should tell people what they're getting for Christmas. She'd be like, do you want to know? Okay, I'll tell you, but don't tell anybody that I told you. Oh dear. I'm getting too excited now. I can't keep still. Okie dokies. What side am I on? we're getting there. Awesome. Need some bigger glue dots for my little lady. My little elf from the Elfish Antiques stamp set. I'll give her some bigger glue dots. I will be editing this video heavily tomorrow, says Craig. Yeah, right. Denise is here. Hey, Denise. I'm telling them everything. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, I promise. At least it's my it's my stamp company. So I can only get in trouble with myself. Well, I can get in trouble with Craig, I suppose. Nobody wants that. He'll make me do the dishes or something. Okay, let's get this. And here, kind of want her to have it on the front of her. I'm so excited I can't even hold things. It's tough to do. And then stick on my little igloo. So funny story on Bunny, I want your input on this. This will be useful to hear your input on this. When I was showing these designs to people on the to the design team, one of the ladies is from Canada. And she said, isn't like Eskimos kind of a word that you shouldn't use? And and I was like, okay, we googled this. We apparently in Canada there are Inuits, and it is wrong to call them Eskimos. Because they are not Eskimos, they are Inuits. So from what she was saying was that pretty much they're kind of taught just avoid the word completely. And so I was like kind of freaked out. I was like, oh no, please no. But we figured that given the fact that it's for crafting, you know, it's not exactly a offensive hobby. Even if some people don't like it, they're not going to buy it. I think that's the truth with anything in life anyway. But I thought it'd be interesting to know. I was like, maybe we don't sell any in Canada. Okay, I'm going to use my heat tool again. Put you on mute. So guys, I'm back. You can see that my, oh, can you see? My Marvy snow marker, a Marvy Uchida snow marker. It's all puffed up. It also, the heat melted the glue dot on my little hook. So I had to stick that back down as well. So there we go, first card done. And a little recap, I have used the Elfish Antics. I have also used the Eskimo Kisses stamp sets and die, and the cool little die to cut the ripple and the curve in there, and the fishing rod and the fishing line that can double up as spears. And I've also used a sentiment that says warm winter wishes. I'm now googling Eskimo. And that is from a stamp set which is called Elfing Christmas Words. So lots and lots of great sentiments if you like your Christmas cards. Yay! Card 1 done. Moving on to card 2. So let me just tidy up a bit. And I'm going to use some, I'm going to be working on some black card for this one, I reckon. And this is the, what's it called, Dotted Patterns set from Studio Katia. So I'm going to create a panel for the front of my card. I think I'm going to go for another top folding card actually. I do this, I have like little phases where I do lots and lots of them. Snow says, can't get one here in Belgium. Oh, you mean the snow markers? Should ask Santa, that's what I did. Another one for the Lesley made me buy it list. Yep, it does look like it is regionalized non-PC. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh well. So be it. What will be, as they say. So I'm going to have a panel on the front of my card, and I'm going to cut out, I'm going to use this die to cut out a section on the inside, which I will then put my stamping behind. Bye bye, Snow. Take care. Chat over the weekend maybe if you're feeling up for it. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so let's cut this out. Like this. It gives a nice dotted texture to the outside. And I'm going to trim off some of the edge on the left and the right as well. And I put a new blade in this because it was really raggedy. You can see how I've cut that bit there and it's super raggedy. Hopefully my new blade will fix things. It's awful whenever it comes out all furry almost. It's like we don't say Indian, we say Native American. Yeah, maybe. I honestly don't know very much. So I'm going to do 1/2 centimeter. Just no, I'm going to do 1/4 inch. I'm so indecisive. 1/4 inch will do. That's much better. Not quite as raggedy-roo. I'm going to layer this up here, but I'm probably going to put either some patterned paper behind here or just some black card. I haven't decided yet, but this is going to go over here. And I'm going to do some stamping and embossing using another Heffy Doodle stamp set. So I'm going to do some embossing. Where's my embossing buddy hiding? Here he is. It's always the countries that are actually involved that have more in-depth rule. Yeah, like we would say cowboys and Indians if you're talking about kids dress up here in Australia or in the UK. Yeah, we would say that, I think. But that would be seen as very negative by the USA. Would it be seen? I don't know. Ooh, interesting. Interesting indeed. So I haven't used this stamp set yet, so I'm going to prep my stampies with an eraser. It's just some of the gunk, as it were, as part of the stamp making process. Lives on the top or stays on the top. We want to get rid of that. I might actually just stamp it a couple of times onto some card, scratch card as well, just to make sure, and also it'll give you a better look at some of the images. So this stamp set has got 2 big images, and it has got lots of these sort of smaller, more medium-sized images that I'm using. So I'm using the more medium-sized ones tonight. At least that's the plan. And the larger ones are probably a bit more unique. This is also the stamp set which has got the eyes and mouth, and this die set has got 2 sets of dies, one that will cut out the stamped die, eyes and mouth, and one that will cut it out if you let's say you cut out a shape like a circle or a heart or something. You could use the die to cut out eyes and mouth, so, and just put some black card or something behind it. So boop, boop. More secrets, more secrets. I'm the worst. I mean, I'm the best, but I'm also the worst. So I'm going to stamp these all over, and when I'm doing a repeated, well, not repeated, but a patterned background, I normally like to put all my stamps onto different acrylic blocks and then move them around, or sorry, pick them up, and try my best to not put like the same image right next to one another. It's not always as easy as you might think. These gems look fun. They are fun. But I think the other images in the stamp set are even more fun. But the reason that I'm using these tonight is I wanted to do some like pearlescent colouring onto dark coloured cardstock. And I'm either going to use interference paints or twinkling H2Os, which are like little tiny pots full of like pearlescent pigment. Not powder, it looks like a watercolor, I guess. So which do you want to see? Do you want to see interference paints or twinkling H2Os? Or does it not matter because you don't know what they are? Hi, Elise. Or Elsie even, sorry, getting your name wrong. I've made a card, put that there for people who are joining us. And I'm trying to make sure that I get most of this area in the middle here. I think I need another heart up top. There. And maybe something here, maybe another heart there. Like that. Oh, I just realized that I forgot the little circle one. Whoops. Let's add one or two. We'll add a few of these. I like these ones because they look like sequins. Elsie says, I missed a whole card. You did, but you can watch it on replay after. So we've had a question here, when is the release? So let me just recap that for everyone. We have the release is fully revealed and also on sale on Wednesday next week, which is the 1st of November. Over on the Heffy Doodle Blog, we have got sneak peeks on 28th, no, that's a lie, 29th, 30th, and 31st of October. I think I'm going to have to push this in because my little pile of powder is getting a bit immense. And like I say, on the 1st, we will have the full reveals and will be available to buy. And you can check out the Heffy Doodle shop, but if you are not based in the UK or let me just blow this, hold on, I'm going to mute you for a second. Okay, if you are not based in the UK or in the EU or something and you are maybe put off by shipping, have a look at our retailer partners because they will have it there too. On sale or for sale. They are available to buy. You see, this is another cultural thing because I would say on sale now, but that doesn't mean that there is a reduction because no, they're brand new. Okay, I'm going to use my heat tool. One moment. Yay! So pretty. In Australia, we say on sale too whenever we mean that they're for sale. Yeah, there we go. Are you poking fun at my culture, Lesley? No, of course not. Just jealous. Want to come and hang out with you. Yes, on the Heffy Doodle website, we have a list of suppliers and it is listed by country. Yes, so much. And so what do you something when they're actually on sale? I guess It would just say sale, or it would say reduction or 10% off, or whatever the thing would be. I think. I don't know. It's one of those things that you don't actually realize until you have to stop and think about it. Okay, so Jimmy Lanny said twinkling H2O, so that's what we're gonna be working with right now. And I'm going to, these guys I have not used in forever. I don't even know whether they're still big. Like they went through a phase where they were so popular. So it's a bit like a watercolor that has got pigment in it, really like highly pigmented. And I'm pretty sure my paintbrush has got some black in it or something. Let me wash it out. So you just add some water and give it a good old swooshy wooshy. What's Craig saying now? Sale now on, yeah. Okay, let's add some colour. So because I've got the dark background, it'll really pick up at the mica in the twinkling H2Os. And because I've got my embossing area, it creates nice little walls, so I can pretty much just drop in a chunk of colour, like a big pool of colour. And I'm gonna see if I can hold this up. Can you see? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So let's see what else we've got. Let's do a gold coloured one, maybe. Try and keep my lids close by. So in case anybody is wondering, these paint brushes are actually, I think it's an eBay job, and they're on sale as nail art brushes. And I think this was another Santa. Oh no, maybe it was on my Amazon wish list last year actually. I think maybe Mark and Helen got them. And there's little fine ones as well. Well, this is pretty fine. This is a 0, but then there's like 00, 000. And they have this really nice triangular grip. And I also like that because when you set it down, it doesn't run away. That's good. Sales are a woman's weakness, our kryptonite. Although Elizabeth says that her husband is the keen shopper in the family. I think Craig and I both equally detest shopping. Hey Justin, what is it I'm painting with? I am painting with these little beautiful things. These are called twinkling H2Os. It's not very focused there. It's it looks like the company that makes them is called Lumen Art. Wild Blueberry is this one. And they were massively popular a few years back. Oh, I don't throw anything away, so they're still in my stash. And they have got beautiful pigment, almost like in mica powders, and really highly pigmented as well. And they work really well on dark backgrounds, which is why I have decided to go dark tonight. So this stamp set, I mentioned earlier that there's 2 larger images, which are, I think, at least one of them anyway, is a lot more unusual. I don't think I've ever seen a stamp with that shape on it. Dun, dun, dun. But these ones here. There are other stamp sets which are of similar shapes to these, but you get a lot more than meets the eye for these ones. You'll have to wait and find out next week when we have the full reveal. Oh, this silver one, it looks like it needs a little bit of time to loosen up. Let's move on. What's this one called? Sweet Lavender. Pretty. There we go. I'm a craft shopper, says Nancy. Hobby buys everything else. Craig is just interested in buying TVs, I think. I think I went a little bit OTT with my puddle on this one. This is the thing, I always think, oh, I should use something else other than Copic markers, and then when I do, I'm like, oh, this takes ages. Jeweled Nights. What's Jeweled Nights? And beer. Oh, he buys beer. He doesn't really buy beer very much. Cider, maybe. Ooh, this is beautiful. Like a dark ruby color. Can you tell? It's kind of hard to see. I need to do a green next, like an emerald. I was doing this shape thinking, oh, that looks like an emerald shape. Which is silly because I guess they could be any shapes. Maryville. Hey, I missed the beginning of these stickers or die cuts. These are Stamperoonies. Well, here's my green. Let's give that a go and see if we can get a nice emerald on the go. Yeah, these paints are lovely. Craig, you're going to have to see if you can get a link to them up on Heffy Doodle, not Heffy Doodle, Hungry Heffy Crafts website. I'll try and get a link. A linky poos up there whenever I post my cards. But they are lovely, and you get them in loads of different colours. I think they came in maybe a pack of 6 or something. Oh, this one, can you see? Ah, too close. It's got a whole lot of like glitter on the top. I'm going to do the same, put a little bit of water in there and let that stew a little bit while I work on this. Oh yes, this is loosened up now. Although this is quite close in colour to my embossing, so it doesn't quite stand out as much. Still pretty though. And look at this one, it's like teal colour. Yeah, these are the Heffy Doodle new stamps, matching dies. Yes, yes, yes. For sale on the 1st. Or if you're in Britain, on sale now. Not now, on the 1st. What do you think of that? Can you see? It looks like a deep, deep blue on camera, but it's more like a trying to think, like a deep teal color in real life. Maybe if I do it here, can you see? I guess they look a little bit different on black than they do on white as well, which is actually really fun because you can get more mileage from it then, I guess. Ooh, a bright one. Oh, here we go, a little bit of background here. Twinkling H2O was released April of 2003. There we go. There's how current I am today. By inventor, Lesley Onstad, were originally branded on Luminar's name. Today, her signature library offers over 200 hand-blended colours. Take my money. Oh, I shouldn't have done this so close to my other green. Never mind. They're so pretty. 200 blended colours though, that's nuts. You guys aren't going to be able to see the true shine of this. Every time I turn it around, it catches the light and it looks like, you know, pearlescent paper. When it catches the light, you get that big shine. That's what it's like. Let's see this. Oh, lovely. Like a white. But you can see the, oh, you might not be able to see. There's like glitter in it. Can you see how shiny it is? So pretty. In fact, this one is toned down a bit as well. So the one I'm using right now is a white colour. And this one here is the silver. Pretty though. Mine is like the idea of a new screen. Oh, you're talking about big TVs. Yes, Craig definitely wants a new TV as well. It's on his wish list. And my wish list is a scan and cut. Although I'm completely torn because I do still love my dies and I'm never going to be able to replace my dies. Can you see? I'm glad that these are getting some loving because they've not had any loving probably since 2003 when they were released. Back in the day. What was I doing? What was everybody doing in 2003? Tell me. Can you remember that far back? In 2003, I was just back from France. I had just got a job at a craft shop, still at uni, because I went to France for a year at uni. And I think, yeah, Craig and I were living in Glasgow. And I don't remember anything else. I remember buying mine on sale. I was so excited that lady next to me in the store bought some too. I had to explain to her what they were. Yeah, I remember, I think I bought mine at a craft show, and the lady who was demoing them stamped a it was a stamp that had like Christmas baubles hanging down, and what colour do I want up there? This is just so pretty. I'll do this one because I've not had it yet. The lady was stamping this like Christmas baubles hanging down, but she was doing it on dark coloured cardstock, and like the colours she was getting, the vibrancy was just amazing. So that's where I bought them. Okay, now I'm going to have a little bit of a mission to put all my lids back on after I colour in this little sneaky one. Let's do some more silver. There we go. Cassie says that she was a freshman. Jenny was at art college. Elizabeth had just travelled around Canada, US, and lived in England with her aunt and family for a few months, and was about to move from Sydney to Brisbane. Well, Bonnie says that her friend had a scrapbook store and gave me 2 sets when they closed the shop. I'd rather the shop was still open. Yeah. I was raising 3 small kids. Oh, I've messed up my lids now. 4, 5, and 7. Now they're all adults. Wow. You see, it feels weird to me because, like, to me, I was an adult back then, and I was at uni. So it kind of just feels like 2 years ago rather than actual fact quite a long time ago. Okay, so what do you think? Pretty shiny. Okay, let's get some, what did I do in my card? Blank. I pulled out some black and white paper, so I'm either going to use, I don't know what it's going to look like, so I'm going to have to look first of all. So either have it like this or like a stripe on the edge, and I think I prefer the stripe, so let's do that. Bunny says, in 2003 we went to Costa Rica for the first time. Wow. For a month. Oh my gosh. Was that just like a holiday? That's nuts. Okay, so I've got my top folded note card here, and I'm going to add some of my pattern paper strips on the side. I do not use pattern paper anywhere near enough, and I keep telling myself that I'm going to use more, and then I never do. And I've got so much of it because I used to be a scrapbooker, so there's just so much pattern paper everywhere. And I'll never get rid of it. No way. Elizabeth Lucy says she was in her 2nd year of teaching. Awesome. Oh, just put my thumb in that. So I think I'm going to make this into a shaker because that's just the way I roll. And you know I love shakers. So I'm going to grab some foamy woomy. Let's see what I can do. Actually, I'll use I have some leftover bits here that I might be able to use. Let's get some acetate on the go. That'll work, I reckon. So while I am doing this, I shall tell you the name of this stamp set. So the stamp set that I am using to do these gems is called Geology Rocks. Geology Rocks. So, I that gives you, I guess, maybe a little bit of a hint. Probably not a lot. Sorry. Let's get some tape on the back. Oh, Craig, you might need to update the suppliers list. There's no Australian stockists on that list. That definitely needs to be added. We'll get that on there. I thought I had done that. I must have imagined it. Or I did do one time where I updated it, and I updated it on our test site and not on our real site. So there we go. That's a cute name, cool name. Thank you. It'll make more sense when you see the rest of the stamp set as well. Teaser, teaser. Okay, so we've got some acetate on there. Put you away. And I shared with you guys last week how I was now cutting down my super sticky foam tape. But I might have to cut some more. So if you weren't there for that, don't worry. It looks like I probably will have to cut some more to beef this out a bit. That worked quite well. So this here is like the backing sheet of, well, it's actually off one of those plastic pouches that you get put onto a packing, like if you're mailing something out, like one of those plastic sheets for that. And I discovered you could just use the backer of a like double-sided sticky tape or something, but if you stick it onto the shiny side, or like a grease-proof paper, is that what it's called? You can stick it on here and then use your knife and then draw it down. And in fact, I mean, I don't normally even go the whole way. It doesn't go through the shiny paper. When you get to this point though, you pretty much just have to go for it. And it means that you can actually get really thin lines as well with your craft knife. So that's good, isn't it? I'm well chuffed with myself for figuring that out. Let's see. Bunny's having a conversation with Craig and I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. Oh, they're not in stock yet. Gotcha. Yes. Oh, that's why it wasn't up yet, because it was shipped yesterday. So it should be there soon. Soon. Where is my card? So I'm going to stick this on the back with some tape. Oh, Jenny says that they've shipped to Canada before. Awesome. Yeah, so go to the little paper tree. Jenny, I had a moment today because I was trying to figure out, do you need an airmail sticker whenever you're sending things to Guernsey from the mainland UK? And I figured you probably don't, because you don't need an airmail sticker whenever you're sending it to Northern Ireland. And being Northern Irish, you know, you'd think that would be obvious for me. but then I just didn't want to risk it, so I stuck one on it and hope that it doesn't affect anything. Oh, Cynthiana is crafting along. What are you making? Tell us. I can't wait to see. Don't forget to tag me. I love seeing what everybody makes on the stream. Okay, let's stick this on here and hope that it's somewhat centered. Oh, that's going to look so pretty. I think I need a black, like a line of black along the edge though, which is kind of upsetting me now. As Minecraft people would do. Let's get some jewels to go in here. Some shiny shinies. So Honeybee Stamps diamonds are gorgeous. I've also got some seed beads called Gold Dust. That might work. They're from Studio Katia. Probably don't want too many because they it might take away from the shimmer of the paint, you know. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so got some seed beads. These are really pretty. So these ones up top are Studio Katia, and this one here is Honeybee. Quite similar in style. Let's see. No airmail sticker required. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. Getting started on Christmas cards, is it, Leanna? Very good. Okay, let's pop some of these in. I think I'll just stick to maybe white. Ooh. Oh, annoying little hole there. Boop. And some of these, just a little pinch of this. I always lose these. There we go. Nancy is still working on the gift card and Hershey Kiss holder for the church craft fair. When is it, Ants? Coming up soon? Ooh, okay, we're nearly there. Die's been die cutting Christmas all week, about an hour a day. Wow. Okay, guys, my head's gonna probably get in your way a second. Sorry about that. Just trim off this bottom section here. Oh, I'm going to mute you. I've got a cough coming. Sorry about that. Hopefully I muted you just in time. I need to get Craigie to bring me out a drinky poodles. Okay, so we do need, of course, a sentiment over the top, I think. So I'm going to put a, I think a black sentiment, which is embossed in white. So let me grab some little spare bit of black cardstock from somewhere, if I can find some. Oh, and I need to tidy up some of these spilled everywhere. Evening chicken, says Alexia. Hello! Hello, my love. Okay, so I'm going to add a greeting to this little guy. And I'm going to, which one? I think I'm going to do this one because it's a bit more unusual, I think. Pop this little guy away first of all. And you might not be able to see very well, but it says under pressure, question mark. And there's another stamp in the set that says, that's why you're such a diamond. So let's add this to my card. Here comes Craig with his glass of water. Oh no, don't put it there, please, not a plastic cup, thank you. You've met me, haven't you? I'd spill that in an instant. Let's get this embossed up. Jimmy's been making some shirts and some etched glass. Oh, cool. And relaxing my stamps. What kind of shirts are you making? Okay, let's give this a blast. I'll put you guys on mute for a second. Encore une fois. I'm back. I just actually stamped it again because there was a little bit too much of the grain around the first one. So I'll just slice and dice this one. Susan's here and Rebecca's here. Hey girls. Let me grab my ruler if I can find it. Here it is. To slice this one up. I think I need a new craft blade. This one is rather worn out now. I'm excited for more stamps. Yay! I am happy you're excited. The adorable new stamp. Love the cute elf. Yes, I'll show you the card I made. And as Elizabeth said, the little elf girl that you saw is from Elfish Antics, and I've paired her up on this card with some stamps and dies from the Eskimo Kisses stamp set. So there we go, there's little sneakies. And then this one, for the greeting, is also from another stamp set called Elfing Christmas Words. And on this one I have used, I want to show you the shine, but you get the glare then of acetate. This is from Geology Rocks, and I'm going to add Under Pressure, but I also wanted to add some lines to the outside. I thought that would make it, as it were. Let me grab a little bit of black cardstock. Just get these things in my head and then I need to do it. Are the gems honeybee stems too? Yes, they are. They are from oh no, not the sequin, the shakers. The shaker elements, is that what you mean? The gem stamps are honeybee stamps. The shaky bits are not. The shaky bits are from honeybee stamps and also Studio Katia. So just wait till you see the other ones in that stamp set. The Geology Rocks. I think it's been really, really fun. So far it's been quite popular with some people that we've showed it to as well. So next week, I mentioned earlier, but I'll mention again now, I'll go through the whole timeline actually, because it just keeps me right as well. 29th, 30th and 31st, we've got sneak peeks over on the Heffy Doodle blog. And then on the 1st, we have got the full reveal, and you are able to buy the stuff. You're able to buy the product. And we've been working hard to make sure that our retailers have the stock sooner rather than later. Oh, this is not going to work. No, I need to trim this one. And yeah, so they're going to have the stock sooner rather than later, as it were. So most of them will have their stock for release day, which is really exciting. I'm making this one a bit skinnier with the hope that you'll just see a similar size on this side. The foam tape is closer to the edge on this white panel on this left hand side, so I can't tuck it in quite as far. So I'll have to fake it slightly. But that's fine. Scrap and Stamp looks like a good Canadian online supplier for Heffy Doodle to sell to. Scrap and Stamp. Craig, can you take a note of that or a screenshot or something, and then I can look into that or contact them or whatever. That would be awesome. Yes, the gems in the background are Heffy Doodle. Can you see? Pew. From the Geology Rocks stamp set. Under pressure. It's impossible to look at that without saying that in that silly old way. I used to have a really skinny one of these. I must have used it all. Or it's on the floor. Hold on. Yeah, must have used it all. This one might work. I know Amy R from Prairie Paper and Ink on YouTube buys from them. Okay, cool. I'll have to look them up then. Under pressure. to try and match that with the outside black edge. I can quite get my scissors in there to do that. Under pressure. And I think I'll add, that's why you're such a diamond on the inside, which I think will be fun. And then we can move over to the next card. Just put these away. Sent you the link on Facebook. Cool. I'm hoping for lots of Simon Says stamp gift cards for birthday and Christmas this year. Yay. Perfect. That's what we want to hear. Where are you? There we go. That's why you're such a... diamond, darling. Shipping from the States sometimes is crazy. Yeah, I noticed that when we were sending out our Kickstarter orders. Shipping from the States to Canada is ridiculous. And certainly it was cheaper and quicker to send post to Canada from here. I just thought it was quite interesting as well that I didn't think that that would have been the case. Hopefully for the... Oh, Suze, you've been having some issues, have you, with your device? Poor thing. Okay, let's get this on here. Every time I stamp one of these the first time, I always think I'm going to notice a spelling mistake. Okay, let's finish this up or wrap. So I might put a little diamond on it. I'll use this one. That's why you're such a diamond. Yay. I think what I'll do as well, but I'll do this now, but I will not be able to finish it off until after probably, because I'm going to add some glue to the diamond and then cover it in glitter, but I'll need to leave the glitter to set before shaking off the glitter. So I'll add some multi-medium matte or multi-matte medium. Everybody calls it slightly different way, a different thing. Maybe this is a bad idea because I'm not going to be able to show you guys. Puppy is awake, snuggles with her. I wonder how Tilly's getting on with this new stranger in the house. I'm going to be using my Glamour Dust, which is really fine glitter. Really pretty as well. So I'll give you another peek at the front. Oops, I've damaged it already. So you can see those gems from the Geology rock set. And I'm literally going to put a big mountain of glitter on that and set it to the side to dry. I'll shake it off in about 10 minutes maybe, if I remember. You guys can remind me. I'll take a sip of my drink as well. Right. Tidy up as we go along. So we have talked about elfish antics. We've talked about Eskimo kisses. We have talked about elfish Christmas words and Geology rocks. And I'm now going to do... Ooh, okay. So I had an idea for this and I didn't know how it was going to work out. So I actually started prepping it before I came online. This is using this is just a normal 5.5 by 4.25 piece of cardstock, and I've used this die, which is a Lawn Fawn, something like a border die. I don't even know whether it's called border die or not, but I wanted to create a background with lots of little holes in it. There's some awesome ones on the market right now which do little dots, which is cool for like cross stitches and things like that. But I'm going to use one of the stamps in this set. Let me pull it. Susanna's got to go. Thank you for sharing sneak peeks. Have fun. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. Tilly the dog did not like her new friend. Oh dear. On Thursday afternoon or night. But yesterday they seemed to get their play fighting working, and now she just wants her to wake up and play all the time. Oh, that's nice, because Tilly's a bit older, isn't she? So it's nice that she's still wanting to play. Sometimes the older doggies still don't want to play. I get a bit fed up with the little energetic ones. Oh, like Jennifer McGuire was using. I have no idea. What was she using? Was she using this? Oh no, the I don't know why I saw that there. The cross stitch one. Yes, I did see her use that. Yes, exactly like that. Really cool. There's my ink pad there. So this stamp is from a stamp set. Oh, should I tell you the name or not? I'm so rubbish keeping secrets. I've told you pretty much all the rest of them, as Greg says. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I'm not gonna say it just yet. Maybe in a minute. Tilly, the dog is turn 1 on Wednesday, so still a puppy. Yeah, still really a puppy, you're right. Okay, let me see. Didn't know whether to do this or not. Let me see. I had planned something, but I don't know whether it's going to work out the way I wanted, so I might have to change my plan. Okay, let me change my plan, but that's fine for you because you get to see more. So you're probably not going to complain. I'm going to create a rainbow effect background on my card. So let's grab a card blank and some blendy tools, etc. So I'm gonna have mustard seed for my yellow. I want to do it like a rainbow in the background, I think. Peacock feathers. Model on. I need to do my Richard of York gave battle in vain. Okay. Don't know how much of that will work, but we'll give it a go. And I need a red. Ooh, that was a horrible noise. And an orange. Spice marmalade and candied apple, why not? 2 puppies in the house. Yes, it must be nuts having 2 puppies in the house. This is going to get very inky, so I'm going to put a piece of paper underneath. And try and do this as quick as I can without making too much of a mess. Famous last words, no doubt. And when I'm doing my rainbows, I always think like I think I'm like 1 blending tool short, I think. So this card was inspired by Maria, my craft way to happiness, who may or may not still be on, I'm not sure. And she has been making a bunch of what are they called, like baby announcement cards. And in the baby announcement cards she has a strip that it's actually the same die, I think, a long one die, and behind it she has a rainbow, and that has inspired my sketch for this project. So I had some candied apple, some spice marmalade. I'm coming in with some mustard seed. As well. I just realized that because I started prepping this a few minutes before we were going live, and my sketch is actually portrait, but I've cut this landscape, which is why I've had to change my mind. A cavapoo? What? So Elizabeth's new puppy is a cavoodle, which is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and Toy Poodle, which is what I would know them as, a cavoodle. Apparently they're known as a cavapoo in the US. No, I think I'd rather have a cavoodle than a cavapoo. Sounds like havapoo. Okay, I'm not doing too badly. Little peacock feathers now. Creating apertures on your card is actually a really fun way of bringing in little pops of colour, unexpected pops of colour. So So that's peacock feathers. Now I'll add wilted violet, and then I have got also a seedless preserves, but I don't know whether I'm going to use that, or I might use a pinkier one. I'm not sure. I'll test it on my cardstock and see how I get on. Oh no, I seem to have lost my blue completely here. Need to build that back in again. It's a bit messy though. Let's see what this looks like. Loving the colours, Lesley, says Elizabeth. Thank you, my dear. Let's see. It might be a bit dark, but we'll soon see. I think it's all right. Just going to go back over them and try to blend them a little bit more. It'll not matter because it's just a tiny pop of the colour that you'll see coming through the love heart shape. Ooh, very intense. Okay, let's put these back in their homes, somewhat anyway. I need to tell Santa to bring me some more foam pads on my list. Okay, let me pop these over to the side out of the way. Luckily, I have another table beside me, so I can just dump them over there and take a sip of my drink. Okay. I'm going to just buffer this down because sometimes the ink can just get on your fingers and everything. Just a couple of bits there you can see. And that's going to go on top like this, pretty. And I'm going to put a frame on it, so let's work on that now too. So I found a frame that I like. Let me pull it out. Whatever did I do with it? It was a mama elephant frame, I believe. What have I done with it? There it is. Park Avenue. I was going to put that on the top like this. And hopefully it doesn't like knock out too much of my colour because it's quite thick. Maybe I should go for a thinner one. Let's have a look what else we have got. Ooh, I could do this. A curly one. I'm just going to cut this and see what it comes out like. No. No. I think this is the one that is actually the full size, so the scallops is actually the 5.5 by 4.25. So we would have to cut an aperture inside it using another die of some description. Maybe a inside out rectangle or one of my large or small stitched rectangle dies, maybe. I don't want it to be too, yeah, okay, so the largest of the Lawn Fawn small stitch rectangles is what we'll put on here. Try and center it a little bit. And run this through my machine. Of course, when I was cutting those love hearts earlier, I was going as fast as I could because it was about 10 to 9. And there's now like there's actually love hearts everywhere. This was inside my machine. Love hearts are just everywhere on my table behind me now. So this is going to go on my background, but I want this to be somewhat centered, or at least trimmed down. So cut that using the large stitch rectangle, so then I can just layer it down and it will fit perfectly. And it takes the hard work out of it for me. Oh, sorry. Pippity pop. So this will go on here like this. Something like that anyway. Need to leave a little gap at the top and the bottom, I think. Oh, this is not going to work unless I put that down. And cut this smaller, but I think I want that to be the full size. I'll just use 2 of the frames. Little experimenting never hurt anybody. And just stick them together with some washi tape though, so that I can run them both through together to build my frame. I find that's the easiest way to do it. Let's run this through. Oh, I discovered, by the way, that there's a new Hobbycraft opening near me tomorrow, which is very exciting. There's one that's about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away. There's another one about an hour away. But apparently they are opening one about 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away. Which is somewhat exciting. Okay, here we go. So this will go here like this, and this will go on top. So we have that pop of color coming through the background, but I might actually lay down some like grass or something here. Yes, let's do some grass. And then I can put a little critter at the bottom as well. That fits perfectly. Do I want to ink it, or do I want just plain green grass? I think I'll ink it, mostly because I'm quite lazy and spending time hunting out the perfect pattern paper. It's something that I don't want to do right now because I want to get on to showing you some more of the stamps. And I know you guys want to see some more of the stamps. Dangerously exciting, crafty shops closer. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Hobbycraft book, it's good to have, but they don't have a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna say it. They don't have a lot of good stuff. But I will use it for like adhesive and white cardstock and things like that. It won't have any quality inks or quality stamp companies that we know and love. Might have some basic ones, but I would spend more money on art supplies there than I would on craft supplies. Not counting double-sided sticky tape and essentials like that, glue dots, etc. That's a lovely grassy hill dye, thank you. It's not Heffy Doodle, it's long one, but I do love it. It's a pretty one. I'm gonna stick this bad boy on. Okay. And for this, I think I'm going to have to use tape because it's my tape runner is a little bit thicker than what I've got here. Bunny's off to get dinner. Bon appetit, my dear. And we're just about to grab another stamp as well. Enjoy your food, especially seeing as hubby was making it tonight. He's spoiling you. I may get used to this, yeah, right. Well, he's doing good. Elizabeth's got a baby puppy play fight going on in the lounge room, distracting me from the rainbow card. Oh dear. I'd love to be there. I love puppies. Oh, so I told you guys that we're getting a gerbil. I think I probably told you last week that I messaged them going, hey, any sign of those babies yet? And her response got me very excited because it was like, oh, she's really big, so I'm hoping, and I kind of took that as any day now. It has not happened yet, and it's really upsetting me because I want my baby gerbil already. Well, obviously I can't have it already because you have to wait like 5 weeks. But for them to wean and stuff. I just want it to be born, and I want to know that it's there. I'm so impatient. But yeah, so what if I'm impatient? I want it. I think part of the thing is as well is that I want to be able to tell Piper, because we're not going to tell her until the baby's born, I guess. Okay, so I had stamped this on here, but I'm actually going to stamp it on here now because it's a different cardstock. Where is my Misty? Oh, there you go. It's not even in there. How many more weeks now? What, to the gerbil? So the gerbil, it should be born. It should be born already, according to the timeline. But it's not, and it's upsetting me. Okay. Sneak peek. Oops. Can you see? Doo-doo-doo. Another sneaky peeky. Taylor's here. Hey, Taylor. She would be even worse than you. Yeah, I know. So it is really funny because I think I probably told you guys that we bought this fish tank, and it's in the craft room. It's literally behind my knees. It's under the table where my big shot is. And it's been there for at least a couple of weeks. And she's been in here several times. And she just has, it's like hiding in plain sight, one of those kind of things. But I keep, if she like comes out to the craft room on her own, I'm like, no, you're not allowed out there on your own. You know, you come and get me. Like, what are you doing out there? That kind of thing. I'm trying to keep an eye on Piper. And yeah, she still hasn't seen it. And she was out here one day with me crafting, and she wanted to make a video because she knows Crafty Suze loves her videos, and Crafty Suze sent her a necklace and a purse and everything. Anyway, so she wanted to make a video. We recorded some of it. It didn't get finished. She got distracted and lost interest before the end. But during the course of making this video, she like swung her hands back, because she's always like up and down, up and down. And she swung her hands back about 5 times and actually smacked her hands against the glass. And she just still didn't even realise. Every time she did it, I'm like, oh, no, okay, still oblivious. It's so funny. Okay, where are we going to go with this? Where is my... E33. Oh, E21, that's what I was looking for. Oh, I understand. I couldn't wait till we got the puppy. Yay! Mad City here. My daughter's getting married on the 8th of December. Yay! So, getting close. So, guys, here is 2 images from another one of our stamp sets. And I'm going to also tell you another secret. Standard Lesley. I'm so rubbish at keeping secrets. If you saw our free digi stamp, that we had for World Card Making Day, then it was actually an adapted version of what you will see in this stamp set. I'm not going to say much more than that. It's not quite the same, but if you like that free digi, then you should definitely come back and see the full reveal of this stamp set. And it would only be right for me to tell you what it's called, because I've told you pretty much the rest of them. This stamp is called Very Big Heart. Very Big Heart. So there you go, Very Big Heart. Another one for you guys to keep an eye out for. So I'm blending out some tones of brown. Try and get him a little bit darker. I've been doing some more like orangey brown bears rather than like dark brown bears. But I think with this card, the darker brown would work better. Yeah, he looks familiar, just a bit smaller. Well, yeah, a bit smaller than yours. Yours was massive. Let's colour in his little snouty wouty. I better not forget his tail. Hiding in plain sight, LOL, she'll be so surprised. Yeah, she will absolutely be so surprised. She actually was talking about if we ever had a gerbil. She was talking about that today briefly, which always kind of gets knocked down in our house because we don't want it to ruin things. Now, this is not a standard Copic friendly paper, so I'm going to leave that for a little bit, even though it's really hard to leave it. I don't want to oversaturate it and then it bleed everywhere. And I'm going to have a blue brolly, I think. Because the rainbow behind, you know, there's that iconic sort of rainbow kind of colours, but I think with the rainbow behind, I don't want that. I don't want to have a rainbow up top as well. Just have some blues. But what I might do is come in with a white gel pen and add some like dots or something to it. Wouldn't that be fun? So cute. What I miss, says Stacey. Oh, everyone else is going to have to give you a catch up. Miss loads. Nearly done. What time is it? 11:30. We are looking at some sneak peeks, Stace. Sneak peeks of the Heffy Doodle new release. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to have sneak peeks on the blog on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Full reveal and ready to buy on Wednesday. Thursday, come and see me, please, 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 over on the Simon Says Stamp blog for another project using some of these stamps and die roonies. Oh, this is getting too saturated, I can tell. You'll see some sneak stamps used in the first 2 cards already done. Yes, let me show you this one. Oh, this is trying to. So this stamp, this was a card that I first made, and it features Elfish Antics, which is a stamp set with coordinating dies, and you get this image and also the candy cane. And then we also have a stamp set called Eskimo Kisses. And in the Eskimo Kisses, you have the fishing rod, the line, the hook, the fishing hole, and the igloo. And we have a stamp that comes with matching dies. And we've got a stamp set called Elfin Christmas Words. And this is what one of the sentiments I've stamped from that says Warm Winter Wishes. And oh, let me go and get my other project. See if I can prevent myself from making a right old mess. Still drying. It's got quite a bit of texture to it. But if I turn this around, we have got a stamp set called Geology Rocks. And these are the, you know, whenever you've got scrapbook paper, Susie will get this. You have an A side and a B side. And sometimes stamps are a bit like that. So you have what would be, you know, your A stamps and then your B stamps, your filler stamps as it were. And these are not the main event. So you're getting really a sneak for this one. So you have to come back and see the full reveal is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm going to die cut these guys out. Using their coordinating dies, of course. Congratulations, Lesley. I'm so happy for you. Yay, thank you. I'm happy too. I was even happier today when DHL turned up. That made me extremely happy. I could have hugged the man for my delivery of dies. Oh, I didn't colour in my heart at the top or my little handle. I'll colour them in now. I couldn't help it. I wanted to add a little love heart up there. Isn't it the cutest? And what colour shall I do the handle? Shall I just do it grey or something? I don't want it to be stealing the limelight or anything. Or just do it grey. Thanks for sharing. We'll definitely be back for the photo. Yay! Good. I'll put a little, didn't quite cover him. There we go. I'll need to put you on the front of your hand. Like that. And I'm not going to stick them on just now because I think I'm going to raise them up with some foam. And I'm going to put a sentiment in there. Let me see. I need to steal it a second so I need to steal it so that I can hold the stamp up to it. Okay, let me see. What can we put on here? Okay, I'm going to do I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this. So to me, B-side papers are the versatile workhorse of the bit. Yes, me too. I actually prefer the B-side paper, like the tone-on-tone papers. I better stamp this, test stamp it first of all because I've not prepped it. There we go. That's better. Oh, somebody's saying, love the die is not much white showing around the images. Yay! I'm with you on the dies, Jenny. I'm not a big fan of the thick white border. Says Stacy. Stacy. Oh, I'm upside down. Okay, trying to pick the word that I want. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. Probably means it's not a card I'm gonna use, but maybe somebody else will want it. My head's going to need to get in the way. To a very special girlfriend. So the fact that I had to think about which word to put in there probably gives you a clue as to some of the other words that may be in that set. But you're going to have to wait and find out for yourself, aren't you? Let me die cut this bear from some foam. Double-sided adhesive film. That umbrella bear, love, 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 yay! I am happy that you guys love it. Ah, that off-centered a little bit. girl. Gonna trim it down a little. When is the release? So the release is next week. It is Wednesday when things go for sale. I'm completely conscious about that now. So they go, everything is for sale on Wednesday. Let me die cut a little bit of foam for this as well. So November the 1st, mark your calendars. Come on over to the Heffy Doodle Blog to see the full reveal, and I'm also going to be doing some Facebook Lives, I think is the plan. So come and make sure that you are following the Heffy Doodle Facebook page, I guess it is. Jenny beat me to it. Yeah, she did. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. Let's stick this on here. And add some dots. So this is a white glaze pen. You see me use the black glaze pen all the time. Oh, come on. Why you don't want to work? Yep, so I use the black one all the time for noses and eyes and things like that. So I'm going to use the white one now. And the thing is about this white one is whenever you use it, you see like a little shiny blob, but it looks like it's almost see-through. So you think, oh, it's rubbish, it's not as good as like a gel pen. And then as it dries, it gets more and more opaque. So if you have this product, pull it out and use it, because I remember I didn't actually use it for a bit because I thought that it wasn't working properly. But then you have to give it a chance to dry. So this will look different tomorrow whenever I take a photo of it. And there's one other stamp set that we have that is a alphabet stamp set, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to leave that one to be a surprise for you guys. I thought maybe I could put a name on the inside, but I think that you guys have had lots and lots of sneakity peekities, and I have managed to make 3 cards, which I'm really impressed that it's becoming quite a bit of a standard for me to make 3 in 3 hours, even though that is quite impressive by Lesley standards. You gonna work? And not to try not to smudge my big bit of glue in the middle. So there we go. I'm gonna move this down. There we go. 3 cards, 3 different looks, lots of inspiration and sneaky peekies. And I really hope that you will come on over and take a look at the sneak peeks on the blog, take a look at the full release, join us maybe for some Facebook Lives. Oh, you can see that this is really popping up now. Can you see? Really popping up. It's good. I love the shower of heart rainbow cards. Isn't it fun? So my sketch was, let me show you if I can get it up. But that, oh, sneakily showing you some of the other ones. So this was my sketch, and I wanted to have like blue behind and then the rainbow coming underneath him. So you never know. Maybe another day. When does the live go for? When does the live go for? Do you mean like the Facebook Live? Or do you mean when does everything go live? So let me talk about that. When do things go live on the shop, etc.? They will go. Things will be. Rewind. The things will go live in the shop for sale at 3 p.m. BST, which is quite late in the day for us, but it is early morning for America, and basically everyone should be more or less awake. I think Australia, you may be the only ones. I don't know what time that would be for you guys. It's either going to be really, really early in your morning, or it's actually really late at night. I'm not sure. I haven't figured that one out yet. But that's what we're going for to suit our retailers as well. In regards to any Facebook Lives, I have not yet figured out what time they will be. I would suggest that you follow us and keep an eye out. We'll try and give you guys some warning. So there we go, guys. I'm going to say cheerio and leave you to it, and go and reclaim the 12 minutes remaining on my Friday night. If I can find my mouse. Here it is. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for all your lovely input. I hope that you have enjoyed the live stream. Taylor says, what did you use to colour the gems on the black cardstock? If you watch the replay, you'll see a bit more details, but they're called twinkling H2Os, and they are little pots full of almost like watercolors with really highly pigmented and some like mica in it. So there you go. Oh, questions. I love questions. Lesley, do you just love that your stamps are all over the world? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. And I think I kind of think it's nuts, like that my little doodles are being used like all over the world. It's just crazy. And even whenever we had the Kickstarter, we ship internationally. There was so many people that commented like, oh, it's such a shame they don't ship to whatever. And I was like, no, we're shipping everywhere. So we shipped to Malaysia, we shipped to Singapore. It was interesting to see like all over the world that people are sharing this hobby. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I love it. It's so cool. Right, guys, good night. I love you all, and I shall see you next week. Goodbye. Happy crafting.